Hello guys and girls, Anatoly is here, and today I want to share with you my thoughts about the super important subject, which is war between the Apple and Facebook and what it's all about. Let's just get started. So as you already know, or maybe someone will hear that first time, end of 2020 in quarter 4, Apple announced that it's gonna be in the beginning in early dates of the 2021 gonna be available new iOS, which is iOS 14, and there is gonna be restrictions where social medias such as Facebook won't be able to use the personal data of the users of the social media, will be not able to read the data of their users who gonna be using only iOS 14 and above, which is it's supposed to affect a lot biological things. It's supposed to be affect a lot on the advertising in general, because it's not about Facebook only. I'm sure it's gonna be Google, TikTok and everything else with every update. So that now, as the most crowd speaking and the most loud conversation is about the Apple and Facebook itself. You know what? I believe it will make the changes. It will make the changes. But don't forget that Google, Facebook, they are the biggest platforms, advertising platforms in the world. And Facebook is the biggest revenue business. Facebook delivering the biggest revenue for any kind of businesses. 80% of the revenue it is Facebook, and the rest is Google, Pinterest, Snapchats, TikToks, and others. Most of the revenue delivering Facebook. Just I want to let you understand that. So this kind of machine will not allow to Apple just to play this game in their own rules. They are working hard right now to optimize these kind of restrictions in the way which is allows, in the legal way, allows getting the data from the users in the right direction, and allows for small businesses reaching the right audience as before, in the right way. What does it mean? Like, for example, in nowadays, more than 10 million small businesses are running ads on the Facebook only, and getting reach their audience by the right targeting, because learning machine in the Facebook knows everything about us, about our personal data, what we are looking for, what we love to see, and what would we love to purchase, download or subscribe. So that's why, Facebook will not allow them to do the big changes from the beginning. First thing, I believe, like Apple saying that we want to protect our users. Okay, that is awesome, like super cool, But I don't believe that everything is all about just protection. What I have seen from different sources and from Facebook reps, this is really something about Apple wants to take even more control than before. Apple is the biggest company in the world in general about the devices, and they have huge database of their users. They just want to control that data even more. And by that, they implementing this kind of restriction that all the social media platforms gonna be able to work only under Apple direction. This is huge control. Think about that. It is just the business game. There is nothing about personal, something about the personal, to save our personal data. All about the business. They want getting more control. And what is gonna be really affecting, from what I have seen, that it will be affecting mostly the softwares, developers of the softwares for the iOS systems, this could affect on the advertising, from what is mentioned in the terms and conditions, that mostly for the people who want to run ads for download the app, it could be affected, because they wanna, it's again showing us example that they wanna more control of the apps on the Apple Store. So they will be able to create their own apps, or buying the awesome apps from the small developers and made them paid. I mean, sorry, pay. They will make them as a subscription. They will make them as a instead of free. They will make the price 99 cents, $7, and so on, which is will deliver them another billions and billions of dollars. They want more control and take it the best piece of the developers who are creating softwares to take it on the Apple Store and reselling that from their side. This is really, it's so simple. When you just going deeper, you understand that it's all about the control. They want control, not protect us from the social medias. Yeah, for sure, there is some kind of things like that make sense, but it's all about the business game. And Facebook will always optimize in the any kind of restrictions happen. In 2017 was one of the biggest first restrictions for Facebook. Facebook has been changed the algorithms and update the system. After that, it was another restrictions in Europe after some time in 2019. In this year, like 2nd December in 2020, it had been restriction with the sending messages or sending advertising by objection of the conversion to send the message in Europe. It has been restricted as well to Facebook. But you know what? Yes, it is a lot of restrictions there, but it won't affect that much. I mean, it will be something new. It will be updated algorithms. Couple of weeks, as I see from the previous experience, couple of weeks is gonna be kind of problems with the ad accounts. Or some ad accounts will perform even better than ever before. Or some ad accounts even won't show any kind of difference. This is really what is always happening when kind of updates are there. So that's why, like if I trying to remember quarantine time, when everyone just stuck at home, Facebook wasn't ready for that. And all the algorithms was working such a perfect way because there was such a huge audience that when we were running ads, all of us, we were not competing that much to each other because audience was so huge online that cost per result was super cheap. We made our biggest months with my agency. We made $750,000 in May just because of all these active users has been online. This example I'm telling you just because in Q4 some of the countries as well has been on the quarantine and lockdown. But that time, as I said, in April 2020, Facebook wasn't ready for this kind of mass online staying at home, and that's why there was such a huge results and regular results for all the businesses online. But in Q4, everyone was thinking that it's gonna be similar stuff. First of all, because so many countries still have been on the lockdown on November, and everyone was thinking that it's gonna be such an easy thing. The same like on the April and May during the quarantine. But this time, algorithms on Facebook already been prepared for that. And when it happens, I mean Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Q4, the biggest season in e-commerce, there was no big difference. I mean, everything what we're trying to predict didn't happen from our past experience in first quarantine. Because Facebook has been ready. The same stuff is happening here. Yes, restriction will be there. Yes, there is gonna be some kind of regulations, and as many people gonna be updating their system in Apple devices from iOS 13 to iOS 14, we're gonna be losing some kind of piece of the data of the people who are updating their devices. But still, Facebook will find out the legal way how to take that data in the right direction. And believe me, it's not about even Facebook. It is Google, it is TikTok. It's gonna be all the social medias affected for sure, because Apple won't stop on the Facebook. It just doesn't make sense. It would be something just personal. So that's why, as I can see, there is gonna be, as always, just unpredictable situations. Facebook bans, for sure possible. Some kind of delays with the reports could be. some kind of awesome performance, which is like unregular performance in the past in this ad account, and it start performing, and from that moment when the update will happen, it will start performing in 3, 4, 5x better. 100% possible. It could just do not change anything, and ad account will be in the same, working in the same way as before. Just some kind of delays with tracking, I believe yes, but it was always there. Now this news was just such a big news, so that people are thinking that it will be affected a lot. My opinion, it won't affect in huge way. It could change the game. There is gonna be some new rules, there is gonna be some new ways how to optimize the data, but anyway it's gonna be everything similar as before, just on the more legal way, more correct way. I would say just they will be find out the perfect sweet spot between the regulations, between the restrictions, and between the learning machine, how to collect that data officially and providing that for the advertisers, because too many advertisers are there. And all the economy in 2020 and 2021 is all about the internet, all about the advertising. 10 millions small businesses only on Facebook. It's only on Facebook. And can you imagine how many more there which is using Google and other platforms? There is a lot. And only in Facebook, small businesses, 10 millions. Can you imagine more and more big businesses, huge corporations which are using Facebook and spending millions in a month there? Like, look, before, if Coca-Cola wants to make the advertising, they're supposed to pay huge amount to the TV time on the TV for the couple of seconds, just to show to everyone their product, and they don't know who is exactly their consumer. Maybe there is some diabetic person who will not interested in Coca-Cola, but they were showing to everyone because there was no possibilities of using learning machine which has now Facebook and other social media platforms. So now, if you want to advertise something, for example, a product related to the lady in New York, it will be showing only to the lady who is living in New York. And the same ad, guy from the Colorado won't able to see. You see, this kind of learning machine is such a powerful thing that nobody will allow that Apple just to restrict advertising at all. It will be some kind of updates, which is, please, you should not worry about, but you should be ready to adapt. This is what I was planning to tell you on this video. Adapt. Any kind of changes happening in our business related in e-commerce, always what we are doing, who are surviving and staying there. I'm already a fourth year here, so more than 3 years, it's already 3.5 almost, and I'm always adapting to the changes. Before I was panicking a lot. Now, yeah, it has small thoughts like what will happen, but from the past experience, I know that nothing really scare things gonna be happening. It will be maybe even better for the consumer, hard a bit for the advertisers, for us. But if all of us, instead of crying, we're gonna be adapting and we will survive during this kind of restriction and this kind of optimization, who will survive gonna be the strongest advertiser. And again, gonna be less competition because not everyone would survive, will be just quitting even without trying, because everyone looking on the news and thinking that it's end of the world. In my end, I'm just gonna be continue focusing on the advertising, see the restrictions, see the updates, okay, optimizing to this kind of updates, and just adapting. And that's it. This is what I'm gonna be doing. And if something doesn't work for me, we'll see, we'll find out the way of the diversification of our traffic. So if it's something really strict with Facebook, we'll see how it will work for us in TikTok, because it's one of the great growing platform in our days, or how it's gonna be loose on the Google. So that's why there is no panic. You're gonna be just seeing what is working for you the best during this kind of optimization time. And you have just to adapt to the changes, nothing else. So this last minute, it was the most important for you, that doesn't matter what kind of updates are there, you have just to be adapted to the changes. That's it. Don't panicking, manage your business, to take care of customer service, take care of the customers in general, and then you will be able to survive this time. Okay? Just no panic. So this was my thoughts about what will happen, and let's see 2021. We are waiting for you. I'm super excited to see all the different stuff which is in upfront of us, and what we can do from there and how we can use that to make more money and more businesses become more successful and bigger. So that's why speak soon with you. Please just leave your comments, your thoughts under the video. What do you think about that? What is maybe you have heard something really have seen something really valuable information in the trustable source. Copy it, send in the comments. It would be awesome, valuable stuff for all the viewers. And don't forget to subscribe and leave the like, and I will continue sharing my personal journey and my Golden Stream Media Agency journey, how we are dealing with this stuff. Take care.